Hello and welcome to a special Friday edition of the Tuesday Tell-All. So it's the Tuesday Tell-All. It's not Tuesday, it's Friday. It's a special Friday edition brought to you by Lupe Tortilla. This is a JEGS All Star preview episode, and I'm going to have my good friend Walt Walker join me tonight, and we're going to tell you all about what we think next week's events are going to entail. Maybe a couple predictions, a roster shout out, if you will, whatever. It's just going to be a cool discussion with me and Walt and whoever else feels like chiming in, which I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that will chime in tonight. Or at least I hope so anyway. But as usual, driverinterviews.com is my website. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. We're about 4 subscribers away from hitting 3,600. So I'm very excited about that. If you want to sponsor the show, if you want to donate to the show, if you want to purchase a shirt or a hat or a sticker, you can do that at driverinterviews.com. At driverinterviews is the handle for YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Hashtag the car show is the hashtag we use for stock and super stock eliminators because they are the car show, the greatest car show in the whole world, right? As I said before, I can't do this without Lupe Tortilla. Texmex.com. If you're in the Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Texas areas, check out Lupe Tortilla. Get yourself some Tex-Mex. Check in. Tag me. I'd appreciate it. Draginsights.com. A lot of what we talk about tonight is from Drag Insights. So I've pulled some stats. I was looking at some, key points here that I'm going to use to discuss the roster tonight and see what you guys all think about it. Rob Youngblood, advancedclutches.com. If you want to switch to a stick shift or if you already have one and you want to make it a little bit better, a little bit more consistent, a little bit lighter, Rob Youngblood is your guy. Go to advancedclutches.com. Tell him I sent you. Don Kennedy Race Car Insurance. You want to cover that race car, okay? Don't be foolish. 602-284-6240 or onedonKennedy@gmail.com. He can get you set up. Policies starting at about $200 per year. Can't afford not to. PontiacEngines.com. Bruce Fulper, Mr. 428, founder of the GT Superstock Combo 428s that are in those real fast Cobalts, Cavaliers, Pontiac G5s. That's all thanks to Bruce Fulper. Rock and Roll Engineering. CP Carrillo Pistons, Rick Pennington at cpcarrillo.com. It's R Pennington at cpcarrillo.com. The only pistons I've ever used in my 289 Superstock engines. Tell them Bobby Fazio sent you. When you order your pistons, make sure you order a good set of rings to go with them. Total Seal and CP are always in contact with each other, so they can get you set up right. Lake Speed at Total Seal or Keith Jones at Total Seal can definitely get you set up right when it comes to stock and super stock class racing. Lake@totalseal.com is his email address. Tell them Bobby Fazio sent you. And if you really want to win while you're out there on the track, Altronicsinc.com. Get yourself a good weather station. Don't go to the track without a good weather station and or EGT recording, O2, wideband O2 sensors. Altronics has it all, and they are a contingency sponsor. So Altronicsinc.com. Tell them Bobby Fazio sent you. All right, let's see who's out there. Corey Harrison, how you doing? Hey, Bobby and Walt. Peter Lanciers, greetings from Famoso in the NHRA Pacific Division Double, and Nick Ryder is listening. All right, well, let me get Walt in here with me so I don't have to do this by myself. Walt Walker, there he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go. Happy Friday, everybody.
So this is the first time Walt wasn't able to comment and be the first.
I don't know what to do with my hands now. I don't know.
He's got to talk to me for the night.
How are you, Bobby?
I'm doing great, Walt.
What are you drinking? What are we drinking tonight? It's Friday.
I got a Peroni tonight. It's happy hour. I had a long week of work, and as most people may or may not know, I mean, in addition to the podcast here, which is a lot of work, but not really my main job. My main job is tutoring kids in math, and I did a lot of math this week. SATs and PSATs are this weekend.
Oh, so, yeah, you're busy.
Man, I was cranking it out. Yeah.
I'm drinking St. Arnold's Art Car. Now, Jeff Two-Tone told me a long time ago that stemware, you got to have proper stemware for your beers and drinks and everything. Get rid of that bottle. Get you some stemware.
Got to pour that in. Make sure you hold your pinky out when you sip that, Walt.
Correct. That's Jeff Two-Tone taught me that a long time ago, and I've been on it ever since.
Oh, Two-Tone.
What's everybody in the chat drinking? We need to see what y'all drinking. It's Friday night.
David Lee, good evening. Pete Ducko down in Florida. Pete might have a drink in his hand. It's always happy hour where he lives.
Yes. It's a great show already, I guess. And breast cancer awareness, that's my thing. It's October.
October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. All right. And I have
Yeah.
Fast Eddie's shirt on. You all may know Fast Eddie. He usually comments,
Okay.
but he is overseas right now. He wasn't allowed to tell me where he was going, but I hope he's safe and
I hope it has
he's serving
internet.
his country.
I hope it has internet. We need that view, don't we?
Right? Eddie,
We need that like.
if you're in combat right now, see if you can pull over and
At least hit the like button, Eddie.
yeah.
Well, there's my coffee guy.
Craig's not a coffee guy anymore though. He's like, what does he do now?
Once a coffee guy, always a coffee guy.
Right? Right?
He was kicking a little butt in St. Louis today. I was watching, Craig. Good job.
Good job, Craig. Craig was cranking out some good lights. He's usually fighting City Hall nowadays though, right? Down in Texas.
Yeah. He gave him a break today and beat up on our them guys in St. Louis. Guys and girls.
Right? Chinese tea. Oh man. Maybe that's the healthy alternative, right? Well,
yeah. Yep.
And Pete's got pina coladas. Oh man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Of course, where he lives, pina coladas are always in season, you know? And where you live too, I bet, Walt.
Yeah, well, margaritas are always in season around here. I moved from daiquiris in New Orleans, moved to Houston. Now it's margaritas every day. So it's all good.
Dwayne Icekin's just doing the caffeine route, the sugar and caffeine route.
That might be worse than the beers,
right? Pepsi. I always thought Pepsi was better when I was young, man. I liked Pepsi better when I was in elementary school, middle school, but I'm a Coca-Cola all the way right now.
Yeah.
The glass bottle.
I try to stay away from
on it.
Oh yeah. Yep. Well, it's All-Star time, Bobby.
All Stars it is, man, and it's in Dallas, Texas, or Ennis, Texas, at the Texas Motorplex, a place that I've never been to, but I know that you are very familiar with that track, right, Walt?
Yeah, it's one of the first super tracks, or maybe the first super track in '86, and all concrete deal, and it can be fast, it can be sketchy if you get out the groove, but it's an awesome facility. Everybody talks about dust, and I mean, we got to deal with it. I'd rather dust than mud and rain. So we're going racing. That's what we're going to do.
Right? Come on. I'm going to see this dust for myself and see if everybody's just trying to play me right now, or if it's like a real bad, if it's a real thing.
Well, I mean, most of us kind of clean our stuff after the race anyway. It's just, I mean, you got to clean in spots you're not used to cleaning. It's like going to the beach.
Right?
You're gonna get sand in places you didn't expect to get sand, but hey,
all right.
But are you just not gonna go to the beach, or you gonna go to the beach and have a good time?
All right. Well, let's go to the beach. Let's go racing. Yeah. The track is open. That's a huge plus. Let's try and keep it open.
Yeah. Yep. The stuff that they're doing with the Stampede of Speed is amazing. I don't know how they're doing it, but I love it. The spectacle and bringing different people in and exposing our sport to people that's haven't been exposed to it. I think it could be pretty good.
I was just going to ask you about the Stampede of Speed. Is something already going on there right now?
Yeah, Friday, and it's so much going on. I hadn't been able to keep up. I think there's I don't know, some a cattle run or something. They have rodeo stuff going on. They have concerts going on. They got a bracket race going on given by Ryan Gleghorn. I think that's Tuesday. There's top sportsman, top dragster shootout going on. I mean, it's something going on every day for like 10, 11 days. It's amazing.
Wow. Cattle run. Okay. So
yeah, and they have
related activities. I like it.
Yeah. And they have actual qualifiers doing rodeo qualifiers for like actual, like if you win this, you go to nationals or region or something like that going on. They're putting a lot of stuff around it, and it's stuff that we're not necessarily always excited about, but maybe that'll get them excited about us, and it's cross promotion.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Hello, Denise Houston. I saw that you were checking in there. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for cooking for me in Virginia. So I was pitted next to the Houston family, and it was a great thing for me. I'll tell you that. Isn't it great when you just pit next to the right person that's got the grill firing all day long?
Yeah. You seem to find them. It seems like you're going to show up at every race, and they're going to be like, wow, again, Bobby?
Yeah. How about
Just
that?
following. Just happen to be next door
lottery.
again. Yep. Yep. But,
So let's talk about this JEGS All Star roster a little bit here. Now, to make this race, Walt, this is all based on division points in your home division. And
correct.
for anybody that's unaware, there are 7 geographical divisions. So, like when I tell somebody that I race in Division 1 and there's like a Division 7 out there, I mean, they think, wow, you must be really good. You're in number 1. I'm like, nah, it's really just based on geography. Like East Coast of the United States is 1 and all the way out to the West Coast is 7. And they're points leaders, I guess you would say. One rep in each of the Lucas Oil categories gets sent to run in this JEGS All Star race for a 3-round race. 1 racer from each division, that's 7, and then to round it out with an 8th driver in each category, it's the winner from last year, right, Walt?
Correct. The winner from last year gets the automatic invite to the following year, and they don't get to. They block. They come back as a blocker. They don't get to earn any points for their team, but they get to come back automatic invite, and they get the chance to win it again. They just don't get any points for their team.
Now, Walt, here's my question: how do they decide who races each other?
It's qualifying. So you go through your normal qualifying process. So the qualifying for the FallNationals, I don't know what it's called this year, but for the national event, it's regular qualifying, and then wherever you qualify in that event, you'll be qualified for the All Stars. So strategically, what the guys do, if let's say two people are from Division 2, strategically they have to worry about qualifying for the event and also qualifying. They don't want to race each other first round of the All Stars. So it's a little bit of strategy from the word go when you get there as an All Star.
Right, you don't want your blocker. Like if Larry DeForest is the blocker from Division 5, he doesn't want to race Tom Kane first round because that defeats the whole purpose.
Correct. They objectively they want to race each other in the finals. That's the whole plan, to race each other in the finals.
I see. Alicia Anderson, how are you? Alicia just commented and said, "What's up?" Dennis Chapman, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Hey, Alicia, we're gonna give away some of your money today.
You weren't supposed to tell her till after.
Stay tuned.
Thank you, Denise Houston. All right. Well, since we mentioned Larry DeForest was the blocker, let's talk about some of the stock racers here. So in Division 1, my home division, Ken Robinson, he's D-stock automatic, and he runs a 67 Camaro. Division 2 is Jeff Longany. He's B-stock automatic, and that is a, what would you say, Walt, a 2000 Corvette?
It's a 2000 Corvette with LS1. Yep.
Division 3 is Brent Derrick. He is out in St. Louis right now. That is a stick car. It's the only stick car in this JEGS All-Star field.
Yep, really good racer. 94 Camaro LT1 car.
B-stick. Yep, out of Pennsylvania, Ohio border. Jeff Lopez, Division 4. That's your neck of the woods, Walt.
Yep, in a factory stock C car normally. He's a former Super Gas World Champion, really good racer. So, and that's his home track now, so he's ready to go.
If I had to say it right off the bat, I think he's my odds-on favorite in this JEGS All-Star for stock Eliminator. Division 5, Tom Kane, A-stock automatic. I believe that's a
beautiful car.
Big block Chevy. Was that a Nova, 70 Nova?
It's a Nova. It's a beautiful 70 Nova. Yep, beautiful car. Really nice car. I got the chance to see him in Tulsa this past weekend. I saw the car. I didn't get the chance to speak to Tom, but I saw the car. Really nice car. Really good driver. Been doing a good job this year.
He has, absolutely. An A-stock automatic. That's a great class to be in. You're not going to get chased too hard, and chasing you will do in this group is going to be bumper to bumper. So
Yeah.
I like where he is. I would like that car for this competition. Division 6, Joe Sorensen. That's a well-known name, huh, Walt?
Yeah, Joe Sorensen. And just about
He's
any combination he shows up with, he's liable to be number one qualifier if he wants to be. It's pretty amazing.
he's F-stock automatic. I would say he's the slowest car out of the bunch, but I mean, him in an F car, he might be chasing, he might be
Yeah.
chasing somebody here.
And, and I think right now in Bakersville, he's got the slow combination. He's running an L this weekend. So
Okay. So he put the two barrel back on.
he put the two barrel on it. So I don't know if I mean I'm sure he has enough data to go either way when he gets here, but we'll see. That'll be interesting.
Wow. All right, that is interesting, and that might change my stats up a little bit. I'm gonna have to take another look at him. Division 7, Parker Theobald.
Yep. Excellent
He's stock
bracket
automatic.
racer. Yeah, he comes from some of the dot 90 stuff. Him and his family, Parker, Tanner, really good racers, and they decided to step into some stock eliminator. I guess this is his second or maybe second 2.5 years, something like that. He got a stock limit, and he's been doing really well out there. Really
He is
sharp. He knows how to race.
smart, probably the youngest out of the bunch here.
Yep.
And
Yep.
C stock automatic, I believe that is a 69 Barracuda.
Yep. 440 car. Yep.
440 four barrel. I believe that is I guess that's about the same thing, like a Doug Dual type of combination right there.
I think so.
And to round out the blocker now is Larry DeForest. That is
Larry
a
DeForest.
2010 Mustang Cobra Jet 428 car. Factory
Yep.
stock C is what I have him down for, predicting that he would run if he shows
Right.
up for this. And
And that would make it interesting because Jeff Lopez runs factory stock C also. So there may be some strategy going on with that also.
potential heads up. So I looked in the archives here for the fastest recorded run by Lopez and the fastest recorded run by Larry D.
Okay.
And I have Larry going 111.9 under in factory stock C. The fastest run I could find for him. And Jeff, I have going 118.6 under in factory stock C. So I got Jeff edging him out by about six hundredths right there. But it
Yep.
would be a hell of a run if they were to race each other.
Yeah. Yep. Two good drivers, and it'll be real interesting.
I love them heads ups, and I love those heads ups in front of the big crowd. We don't have a
Oh
detailed
man.
schedule yet, but I'm hoping that this JEGS All Stars event gets run, on TV coverage like it used to and in
Yep.
front of the crowd.
It's scheduled to run Saturday. It's scheduled to run Saturday in front of the crowd. They actually part of the Stampede of Speed during the Fan Fest. They're gonna have a lot of the pros sign autographs. They're also gonna have all of the JEGS All Stars a part of the Fan Fest to sign autographs, which is really
Nice.
good, really good,
Yes.
really good. So they're making that a big thing with JEGS All Stars, and yeah, they're gonna run them. Like I said, qualifying will be within the normal qualifying of the event, but Saturday, JEGS All Stars will be the big deal.
Ooh, is there a way? Maybe we should get our stock and super stock brethren there to hand out some flyers or sign certain flyers that explain what stock and super stock are. Maybe have a couple cool pictures and a couple bullet points about the rules and what they do.
Yeah, that might be something we can touch base with them about.
I could probably throw something together.
Yep.
All right, Walt Gamble, what's up, Walt? Walt, and Bobby Fazio.
What's up, Walt?
So, are they still racing out in Bakersfield? I'd like to know that, or are they done for the day?
That's a good question.
All right, we
That's
need
a good question.
somebody to let us know. And let's see here. I got a couple bullet points here. So, like I said, as far as experience goes for these stalker guys, right? I want to run down a couple stats here. Okay. Let's start with. We're going to start with win percentage in their respective classes. Now, we told you each class that we think the racers are going to run here. Ken Robinson, D stock automatic, his win percentage in D, 61.54%. Jeff Longany is 67.89% in B. Brent Derrick, 64%. Jeff Lopez, 73.8%. Tom Kane, 69.23%. Joe Sorensen, now I had Joe Sorensen in F stock automatic, 60.42%. Parker Theobald, 68.63%, and Larry DeForest, 59.04%. So as far as win percentage is concerned, Jeff Lopez is the favorite. Now, we're going to switch from that win percentage to the number of runs that each racer has in their respective classes. Ken Robinson's got 52 elimination runs in D. Jeff Longany, 109. Jeff Longani's got the seat time here. Brent Derrick only has 64 runs. This is NHRA competition. This doesn't tell me if they've been going to a bracket race every Friday night and getting seat time.
Right.
Jeff Lopez, 233 runs in factory stock C. So not only does he have a 73.82 win percentage, he's got 233 runs under his belt. So he's got the seat time and he's got the win percentage.
Yep.
Tom Kane, 65 runs. Joe Sorensen, 48 runs in this F stock automatic. Parker Theobald, 51, and Larry DeForest, 83 runs. So that's why I was kind of saying Lopez is probably going to be a force to be reckoned with. Well,
he's going to definitely be tough. He's one of the best guys you'll see on the finish line, and with him chasing for the most part, it's going to be difficult. He gets the job done on both ends of the track most of the time. Coming from his super gas background and stuff like that, he just does a really good job on the finish line.
Yeah, it's a good car. Well, what is it? A 2018 Camaro?
It's a 2016 Camaro.
2016. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, those cars get dialed in. I don't want to mess with them.
They're really consistent.
I don't want to mess with them.
Yeah, they're really consistent cars. And if he's in the tree, like I said, he can judge the finish line as good as anybody.
All right. Pete Lanciers, they're still racing out in Bakersfield. Matt Diamond, looking forward to watching it all week. Me too. Darren
Diamond,
Houston, what's up?
Matt Diamond just got a stocker that he's going to be competing in Ennis. He'll be bringing it out. Firebird. Yep.
Excellent. We do have Ken Robinson on the line here. He can join us for a couple minutes. He's on the road. He's already headed toward Texas. We're going to bring him in and have a little discussion with him. Hey, Ken, how you doing? Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Absolutely. So,
good evening, Ken. What's up, buddy?
I'm getting it on the road.
So, Ken, you still Ken's out of Toms River, New Jersey, which is about 45 minutes north of me, and he's got to head all the way down to Ennis, Texas, which I got to think is about a 20-something hour drive, right, Ken?
The MapQuest said 22 hours, but it's got to be more than that.
22 hours.
Are you on autopilot right now, Ken? It's just the rig's going and you're just chilling with us right here? You have a...
No, I pulled over at the rest stop here.
All right. Well, we thank you. We won't hold you up too long, but we just wanted to talk to you for a little bit about, this is your first trip to the JEGS All Stars?
Yeah, I blew it a couple of years ago, but we got the job done this year. So,
all right.
Congratulations, sir. It's a big deal.
Thank you.
Ken, I contributed to that, just letting you know. Right?
I appreciate it.
You got it, pal.
I'll make it worth your while.
All right, good. I mean, he's Division I. I guess I'm not really allowed to root for anybody, but for the JEGS All Stars, I'm gonna root Ken Robinson and Joe Lisa. They're from.
It's Friday happy hour. We're rooting.
Right.
You see that?
Nice. Nice.
So, Ken, you're D stock automatic, and we just ran down some of the stats here. You are, I mean, there's a lot of fast cars in this field this weekend. I mean, how are you feeling about it? You have any certain strategies that you're going to follow through with?
I had a pretty good win ratio with those real fast cars coming from a bracket standpoint where, every Saturday and Sunday at Englishtown or ACO, or what was Englishtown and ACO, you're always getting chased by 9.0 cars on alcohol. So I'm pretty comfortable with that aspect of it.
Now, Ken, I actually have an interesting stat now that you say that pertains to you, my friend. Okay. D stock automatic, Ken Robinson, your average reaction time when leaving first, 0:39. Your average reaction time when leaving second is 0:44. All right. So I think it benefits you when you are leaving first. So you may
Clean treat.
you may be in, you may have some good fortune here because
That's my
these are all
comfort
fast
zone,
cars,
right?
right?
The clean tree and let him go.
That's
Clean
it.
Catch me if you can. I like it.
No true
So
start though, unfortunately.
no true start. So Ken, do you Division One guys get together and kind of help each other a little bit more now that it's a team?
Oh yeah, it kind of reminds me of the bracket nationals kind of thing when I used to bracket
Yeah.
race. So I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Bobby
Yeah.
knows I always help guys when I can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Ken's no exception. He helps the racing family. It's the
That's what
best.
I always liked about the All Stars, and you compete against guys all year, and some are super stock guys that you may you compete against them, but now he's in the All Stars for in super stock or another class, and you're helping him and trying to you're giving him advice or taking advice from somebody that you may not even talk to all year.
Yeah, pretty much. Joe Lisa, he's got a stocker and a super stocker, and
Yeah.
we've gone round and round, but we're good buddies.
Mhm.
Yep, all on the same team now. The ones that you go at the throat against all year. It's pretty cool. So, what are you doing, Ken? Like, you're not retired yet, right? Did you give him a good
No,
story at work or what?
I'll be working until they kick me out of there.
So, what'd you put in for a long vacation? Are you sick right now? Like, what are we doing here?
Well, a little of both. So I'm gonna try to stay off of the social media aspect of it.
Oh, all right. So we probably shouldn't be posting this until like for 2 weeks from now, is what you're saying, right?
Well, I don't think too many guys at work follow this stuff, so I think I should be safe.
No, I'm sorry, Walt. I thought you were about to say. I was like,
No. Go ahead.
And remind everybody the combo you run. I know it's a 396, right?
Yeah, 396, 3 1/4.
396, 3 1/4. Now, Walt, as we said, heads ups are in effect, but there are no other D cars. So unfortunately for us, but I guess Ken, you can stay in bracket mode. You don't have to worry about any heads ups there in the JEGS All Star.
Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna run E, because there's the one Barracuda from Division 7 that runs C most of the time, and he could go to D.
Right.
So I'm gonna dodge that bullet and go to E.
Well, Ken, that's interesting because do you strategize only for the All Stars or also for the event? Because you have some fast E cars also that may not be All Stars, but they're part of the event.
Yeah, I know the country pup is there with the GTO and E. Hopefully, I can get him on the other side of the ladder. That's all.
Ooh,
I understand.
He's last year's world champ too.
Yeah, it's a double strategy thing. Like if you focus on one, you might put yourself out of whack for the other one.
Ken, I'd stay in D, man. Go for that JEGS also. You're driving good in D. Don't change it up.
It's been an E weight almost all year, so
really.
Yeah, trying to keep the average down.
He's telling secrets, Bobby.
Oh man. All right. I'm gonna have to pull your stats in E and see what the deal is here. I'm telling the guy how to drive. He's driving 22 hours to get down there, and I'm trying to change his strategy.
No, I love the stats. It's good stuff. Lets me know where I stand. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Well, Ken, where are you headed? What state are you in right now? What rest stop?
I'm in one of the Maryland ones.
All right, so you're in Maryland. Okay, you're about a tenth of the way there, I guess we'll say. The states click by real quick when you're up here. It's like, boom, I'm in Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland. You're like, yeah, I'm knocking this trip out. Then you get to something like North Carolina, and it takes half a day to get through. And then South Carolina, I mean, it really takes the wind out of your sails as you get into
those. Well, it's about MapQuest said it was 1,500 miles. So I just figured I was going to break it up into 500 miles, three days.
3 days, yeah.
All right. Well, Ken, Yeah, we'll let you go, buddy. Get back on the road. Thanks for pulling over for us. We appreciate it. Good luck down there. I will see you down there. Walt will be down there too, so we
I'll be
will
there.
we'll all see
Look
each
forward
other.
to meeting you. Yep.
Ken, make sure you
Great.
get your Drag Insight sticker. It should be on the car. They'll be paying a Dead on Zero award down there for the first stocker and super stocker to do so. Okay.
Make sure you stick one of those in your suitcase for me. I
Well,
don't know if I
plenty of
got
it.
one on the car.
All right. Well, I'll have them, and you make sure I'll let everybody know where I am. You make sure you come find me, or I'll walk around the lanes and try and hand them out. All right.
Thank you.
All right, Ken. Take care. Be safe.
All right. Safe
Good
travels.
night, folks.
All right, Walt.
Ken Robertson.
What do you think? Well, we got a comment from Tim Stickles here. And he talked about NHRA's new sign system with scales and fuel check, where 3 racers have been tossed for scales due to missing the sign for scales or fuel check. Crutchfield was tossed at Charlotte. Herbie Knoll tossed at Virginia for bypassing the scales. Now, yes, I did hear about this while I was in Virginia. So, well, what they've been doing for us with the scales is sometimes, I don't know what it is in Division 4, but in Division 1, we get scaled, I'd say 90% of the time. But once in a while, if it's like rounds or round robin and they just, I guess, can't manage it, they'll put a cone in front of the scale and just say, like, no scaling, just go. Okay.
Okay.
Now, they started putting a sign in front of the scales. So I saw this sign the other day, and it's green and says go, but the green and the go means go back to your pit, like go past the scale. We're not scaling.
Okay.
Stop and red means stop here and weigh yourself. Okay. So
Is there a person there?
I think so. I mean, well, there has to be for the red and stop. For the red and stop, there's somebody there operating the scale. Well, I guess the message got missed, or it was just like you see I guess people saw the green or the red, and they just confused. Like they thought the red meant the scale was closed, and they just kept going. And it seems like that happened 3 times now. So it happened with Crutchfield, Herbie, and it also happened with Bob Cup. But I don't. So what happened with the Bob Cup round was a little different. He lost control and like kissed the center line. I think he thought that he went over it, and I guess he thought he was done. He lost, but his opponent red lit. So Bob Cup limped the car down the track, and I heard he even got a flat tire, in the process, pulling.
It went straight to his trailer.
It just went straight to his trailer and got disqualified for missing the scales. So I'm a paranoid scaler. Like I drive past the scale. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Right.
You sure?
Yeah, I am too. I go to the scales, and if you wave me by, I'm like, okay, and I'll go to fuel, and they have to wave me by.
Right.
I'll just pull up and shut off, and they're like, oh no, go ahead, okay.
All right.
I mean, and that what it sounds like is lack of communication type thing.
Yeah.
And you're never in that big of a hurry. I mean, I even in Tulsa, I had a buy run, and I talked to 3 people. And I talked to somebody pretty high up, and he was like, no, you do not have to go down there. I'm going to radio it. If there's any problem, come back and see me. Okay, cool.
Right.
That's the only way that because I'll take the treat and go to the scales.
Right. Yeah. And I did have to do that on a buy run at the JEGS Sports Nationals, and it totally defeated what I was trying to do because I had to cook the car just to drive through the pits to get all the way down to the scales.
Right.
So it was, yeah. Like I said, I asked.
But communication. You just
I mean, if I would hate to drive all those hours and have something silly like that happen to get disqualified. I mean, first of all, how would I explain? My father works. We if that happened to me, I don't think I would go back to the trailer anyway.
No. Yeah. No, and certain divisions, the guys are pretty good. If they know it's an honest mistake, somebody will get on a scooter. One of the tech guys will get on a scooter and say, "Hey, you passed it up. Come on back." And they don't give you enough time. I mean, if it was a heads up, it might be a big of it, an issue. But if it was just a regular run and it wasn't a heads up, that hey, you passed it up. Come, soon as they'll catch you before you get out your car real good and tell you come on back if it's that big of a deal.
That's what I was thinking. And if it's a heads up, I just don't think there could ever be a non-scaling heads up on.
Correct.
But here's a question that I do have, and then we'll get back to the JEGS All Stars.
Yep.
So I guess Bob Cup passed the scales, right? So he's disqualified. They automatically reinstated the other competitor. Do you think that's the way that should go? Like he didn't weigh, so
Right. I mean, that's one of those situations where it's like, so does he get a chance to come back and weigh because you disqualified me, or if neither one of us, then yeah, it's a gray area, and I don't have an answer for it. I just think if it wasn't a heads up, tell me I didn't weigh and tell me come back, and if I weigh the same thing I weighed the round before, I ain't touching it.
right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
I
So
just think I bet you those workers would have been totally fine with that. I just think it would have opened a whole, new problem. And I guess they just had to stick to their guns there. So unfortunately, that's what happened. All right, we'll get back to the JEGS All Star stuff.
Well, one more thing. I've had seen guys that lose around, and they will go to the scales also to watch, to make sure you go to the scales, or they'll go across the scales also just to make sure. I've seen guys lose rounds and do that. So
yeah, yep, I have too. I've never personally done it. I mean, if I lose, I can just head right to get my ticket and get the hell out of here.
yeah. I suck. I'm out.
Right, I'm done. I don't even want to be reinstated. And my drink to go duels. Oh, come on, Tim. What do you think There's Tom Baker. How you doing, Tom?
Tom Baker, really
Glad you
nice
made
car.
it. Tom, I saw your car is on the cover of a upcoming race at Capitol Raceway. I'll talk about it on Tuesday when I pull the flyer up. Stock semifinal set for race 1 here in Famoso. Derek Stephen versus Darren Grossi. Anybody see Darren Grossi's car up in the air? It's on my Instagram page if you want to take a look. With Bob Gullett.
Grossi and Dwayne Sheitlin had a heads up.
Did they? Oh man!
In round 5, and they were tied on the tree. And looks like Dwayne Sheitlin spun the tires.
Wow. Wow.
Grossi went 10:03 for the win.
You know what? There is a science to that heads up racing. You have to have, I mean, you get that engine to make, let's say a 30 more horsepower or so with the oil, with the water, with all that. And I think that's something you got to test. Like if I put it on kill, what kind of tire pressure, what kind of suspension setup?
Absolutely. You got to be ready. You got to have an idea how to set it up completely, because you may blow the tires off. It may try to flip over backwards. If you don't test it, you never know. Right.
Absolutely. It's always been that way, except the loser didn't get reinstated, I don't believe. Dean Tate, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I just think it's kind of weird to automatically reinstate the person, somebody that didn't weigh. Tom Baker making his comeback at Rockingham. All right. No, Tim, it's Peroni. But Darian, what's up? We want to say hey and show you all the shop. Darian, maybe on Tuesday. We got to get back on track here with this JEGS All Stars. I'm holding everybody up.
Oh, yeah.
So, but thanks for tuning in, buddy. I appreciate it. All right. So, Super Stock. Let's do some Super Stock. What do you think, Walt? Okay. Division 1. Joe Lisa, gentleman that I've raced in the past, probably multiple times. GTI automatic. That is an 87 Camaro. And I think the 350.
Yes, it's a 350, 71 350. GTI, GTJ, somewhere around there he'll end up. So really good car, really nice car, and
very nice.
Good racer. Yep.
Yeah. The car is very clean always, and so is the stocker too. And the orange wheelie bars just set it off. The orange wheelie bar wheels. Division 2 is Hugh Meeks. I have him down in a factory GTC car. Walt.
Yep, 2018 Camaro with a 2015 motor. But yeah, he's former world champion and a really good racer. Runs with Sherman Adcock in the super classes, so they're pretty tight. So pretty sharp racer, bracket racer at heart.
Those are the scariest kind.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Division 3. How about this, Mr. Pest? Jeremy Duncan, Super Stock D automatic.
Big block. 69 Camaro. Yep.
$396.
Yep, really good car, good racer, first time All Star. He's ready.
He is, and you know what? His win percentage 71.08% in D automatic.
Yeah.
He's up there.
Yep.
Division 4, Brandon Bakey's.
Brandon Bakey's Samtech car. Yep, Brandon Bakey's really good racer, really consistent guy. Really focuses on the tree a lot, and the car is good. Car is a good car. He won a heads up, I think, earlier this year against Aiden Patterson in the finals of a race.
Aiden Patterson. I mean, he's number one
Yep.
qualifier everywhere.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It was a really good race, but Brandon Bakey's he's sneaky. He's sneaky good.
And Factory Superstock F, Copo.
Yeah, 13 Copo, 427 car.
Okay. Now Division 5, everybody's heard this name, Tyler Wodarczyk.
Tyler Wodarczyk, Wakarusa, Kansas.
Wakarusa, Kansas. Wodarczyk.
Yep.
Man,
that's my guy. He's a really good racer. Bob Unkerfer, a really good guy. He introduced us years ago, and yeah, Tyler's a little monotone. He kind of reminds me of Kuda Hidalgo. Don't make a they're not rah guys, but they're just about business. They go out there and take care of business.
AB, all business. GTM
Yep.
automatic, 87-ish Camaro.
86 Camaro with a 327.
All right.
Yep.
I think that's an Ed Quay built car, Pennsylvania guy.
Yep.
Division 6, Troy Olsanowski. How about this car, Walt? How about this driver? I mean, this is amazing.
66 wagon.
Oh.
Yep. Yep. And he has the 283 screaming all the way down the track.
I can't give him the heavy favorite logo or label here, but I can definitely give him my favorite car label right here.
He's the heavy hitter favorite.
Right? I mean, this car's gonna have eyeballs on it. Superstock O automatic.
Yep. Yep. So when you're chasing him, you got to pass the rear window and the mid window and the front one.
Oh boy.
You got a lot of passing to do when you're chasing him.
Oh boy, that's going to be cool. I wonder if he still has the power glide in there too.
I don't know.
All right, Division 7, Ryan McClanahan, Superstock A modified. Now I got to give him the favorite, 77.78% win percentage, average reaction times 0.26, and he's got 117 runs under his belt in that class.
Yep. Couple world championships, I believe, under his belt, and dad's world champion, and really good race cars, really, really high quality equipment, and Ryan doesn't miss much. So it's going to be interesting. And he's chasing everybody. He's in his comfort zone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then the blocker would be out of Division 2. That's Mike Crutchfield, Superstock D modified. Now here's a gentleman that's got 247 runs in D modified. I mean, here's the experience.
Wiley, old veteran. Mike Crutchfield's been winning races all our life, and he hadn't stopped.
I think he's been in JEGS All Star like 10 times or something.
Yeah,
I heard.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he's been running modified cars forever. He ran BS, and then he moved to D modified. He's running modified cars, so he knows his combination. He knows his cars, and he knows he's got every trick in the book. He knows it all.
Brian Zenson, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. So there was a rumor, I think Jeremy Duncan actually posted it on the Facebook page, that said Mike Cotton might be representing Division 7 in Superstock. So in case that does happen, Mike Cotton, well-known racer, touring pro, Superstock IJ automatic, 70 Barracuda, right?
Yep. And a really good racer, bunch of experience also, and won a race this year in stock, and I think he was semis in Superstock at that same race. So
same race.
Really good racer, really, really good. Mike and Paula are great people. And if Mike gets the shot, he won't be easy to beat.
No, I mean, experience definitely has a lot of experience. Him and Paul actually celebrated their 47th wedding anniversary recently. So happy anniversary.
Yep.
Now, a couple interesting stats here. I didn't run down the average reaction times in stock, but I'll do it here in Superstock. Joe Lisa's average reaction time, 0.26. Hugh Meeks.
I'm taking notes.
0.35, Hugh Meeks. Jeremy Duncan, 032. Brandon Bakey's 029. Tyler Wodarczyk, 024. He's the leader.
Yep.
Troy Olsenowski's 054. Ryan McClanahan's 026. Mike Crutchfield's 046. And Mike Cotton, I have Mike Cotton in J Automatic as 043 average reaction time. So the number of runs, Joe Lisa, 63 in GTI Automatic. Not sure which class he's going to run down there. Hugh Meeks for Factory GTC, I have 24 runs. Jeremy Duncan, 83 runs. Brandon Bakey's 161 runs. Tyler Wodarczyk, 83 runs. Troy Olsenowski, 41. Ryan McClanahan, 117. Mike Cotton, 78 in J Automatic. And Mike Crutchfield, 247 in D Modified. Those are elimination rounds. Those do not count. They're not counting qualifying runs. They're not counting Friday night runs, things like that. So
who was your pick in stock? I guess I didn't give you my pick. Who was your pick in stock?
I think my heavy favorite's got to be Jeff Lopez.
Jeff Lopez. I think I'll join you with the Jeff, but I'm thinking, well, kind of on the fence between Parker Theobald and Jeff Longay. This is the type of race where you got to be aggressive every round, and those two guys, they're normally really, really aggressive. I think I'll go with Parker. Parker.
All right, let me, before you commit to that, well, this will probably help you commit to that. Let me run down the average reaction times in stock. Ken Robinson in D, of course, he just told us he's probably going to run E, 041. Jeff Longany, 040. Brent Derrick, 045. Jeff Lopez, 043. Tom Kane, 032. Joe Sorensen, 044. Parker Theobald, 030. And Larry DeForest, 049. So the average reaction times in super stock, as you would think, a little better using a trans brake than some of the stocker counterparts. Now, here's the deal with the average reaction times. This is average green lights only. So the only way to improve your reaction time is 000 lights. So if you have a handful of bad ones, like I had Matt Antrobius and I raced the other day, and we were both like 80 on the tree. And that's my average is like screwed for a while now, because the best I can do is like chip away at that. I can't, a red light's not going to help that average. They don't count in this.
Yeah. I was having an issue in Tulsa, and all I could think about after I saw my scorecard was, this is going to just kill my drag insights average. Even though I semied, I was like, but it's killing my average.
Mike just run it up today. How about that? Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
So Mike Cotton. All right. And Cotton or Duncan in the finals. I got 5 on it. All right. That's Tom Baker. He's not talking $5. He's talking, 500. And then he's
Biggins.
He's big. he's money bags over there. Go with Parker. Walt. I like your pick there with Parker. So I'm gonna go with my hands-on favorite. We'll go to Lopez, but my underdog shot right here. I got to root for Ken Robinson, but I'm gonna go with Brent Derrick. I do know for a fact Brent Derrick.
I do like that pick.
D3 champ last year, bracket races a lot. Does a lot of Friday night racing, and he's good. This year is he's been out the most he's ever been, especially on the national event stage. He doesn't run a whole lot of national events, and he's been running a lot of them this year. That car runs good, stick car, and he's got it. He's got it figured out. Smart kid right there. So I guess I'll go with Brent Derrick. All right.
Gotcha. Super stock. I think for me, I'm a little biased because I talked up Tyler Wodarczyk, and I think the world owes him one. Little known fact, I helped the Bayou boys, Slade Cummins, Brick Cummins, Cole Cummins, Larry Cummins for a few years, and the last JEGS All Star that Slade won, we were in the finals against Tyler Wodarczyk, and his two-step didn't hold.
Oh.
And I felt terrible for him. Tyler was driving great, and I felt even though we won, and I got the JEGS jacket and everything, it was great, but I had to go to Tyler, and I gave him a big hug and all of that stuff, and I'm like, he didn't deserve to lose like that, you know. So I think the world owes him one, and he's driving well enough, and his car is good enough. That Tyler Wodarczyk is my pick in Superstock.
That's your pick. That is your. Are we doing two
Yep.
picks? Like, are we doing a
Yeah,
mathematical pick and then like a pick that we just think in our gut here?
yeah, we can do.
Because I got to go with Ryan McClanahan. I mean,
That would be my second
77%.
pick. That would be my second pick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Win percentage, fastest car, chasing everybody, 0.26
Yep.
average reaction time.
Yep.
You know, he's the guy right there.
Yep. But if Ryan, we don't know, and I assume Ryan is coming because they can get in up until Monday, because him and his dad both can get in up until Monday. So if everything goes well in Bakersfield, I assume they're going to make the trip. They have made it before when they were chasing the world championship. The year Brian won his world championship, they showed up in Dallas, and I think Brian either won or runner up. He went deep, and that helped solidify his world championship. So they're not afraid to make the trip. So, but if he doesn't show up, that leaves Mike Cotton, and we'll just see.
Right. Yep. And then my looking at the other stats, you know, oof, that's a tough one, man. It is a real tough one. Because Wodarczyk, yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know anything about the world owes him, but I do know what a good driver he is, and his win percentage is right up there with McClanahan's. But I'll tell you what, I've been racing Division 1 all year, and Joe Lisa has been as solid as, I mean, he's always a good driver. He's been as solid as I've ever seen this year. I mean, his lights, he came into Virginia on Saturday morning when we were all chasing the tree, made one qualifying hit, and I think he was like, 8 or 10 on the tree, and won. I know for a fact he won like the first 2 rounds, I think. So I'm going to go with Joe Lisa.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, what do we want to do? I mean, we're deep into it.
Photographing Troy Olsenowski's car all weekend, though.
No. And he's a really nice guy too. We were somewhere in Indy or Vegas or somewhere, and I was helping somebody with a heads up, and Troy just jumped in, and it was all over it. So seems like a really nice guy also.
Another stat here that I found about Sorensen. So him being the slowest car, his average reaction time in the left lane is 0.47. His average reaction time in the right lane is 0.30. So he seems to be a right lane lever, we'll say.
He's using the pillar to block on that side.
Probably.
He's using the pillar to block.
Yep. These are all interesting stats you can find in Drag Insights. I mean, if you don't have a Drag Insights membership right now, I mean, you can go down rabbit holes. You go on there to check out one thing, and geez, then I found myself sorting C-Stock Automatic out and saw how fast Doug Dole can go, and I just basically wanted to go hide in a corner. But yeah, because if I get stuck, in a heads up with one of that, like I said, 440, like a Parker Theobald Doug Dole car.
Yeah, really good combination.
I'm gonna have to hope that they blow their tires off.
Yep, really good combination there.
But you can do that in Drag Insights. You can pick a class and you can sort by this year or by any other year that you want to, and see who the fastest and baddest are in each class. It's a pretty cool feature.
Yep.
Also, new feature are ladders. Blank ladders are on there, so you can download the ladders. You can punch in. It's a spreadsheet. Punch in however many cars there are, and it'll create a blank ladder for you to print or fill in, on your computer if you want, or on your phone. So new features come in all the time. Yep,
that feature, figuring out who runs what and all of that stuff is great, because if you're a slower car, kind of like I am, and now Bobby and C, kind of a slower car, we can figure out who's there and how fast they are, and then you can use the ladder to figure out how to avoid them. Play the ladder game a little bit. So it's great features on Drag Insights.
No, I went you know, in D1, I was trying to see how many C cars there were at previous events and how many D cars there were. There were way more D cars everywhere. So I go down to Virginia and run C. And what you know, there's 6 C cars and 2 D cars. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So
Yep.
I was on the ladder. I didn't know where to go. And John Leach was right above me on the ladder. And I was like, oh boy, this could be rough. And fortunately, after the first round, 4 of those C cars were gone, and it was just me and Steve Zupka the rest of the way, and I didn't have to worry about it. We were on opposite sides of the ladder. So
that worked out.
yes, this has gotten a whole lot more interesting. There's Fast Eddie, everybody. Hey, Eddie, I got your shirt on, buddy.
Thank you for your service, Fast Eddie.
From an undisclosed location in the sandbox. All right, dude, take care of yourself and come back home as quickly as you can. We need you here.
Yep.
Okay, the ladders. That's a big time winner. All right, Pete. I know all my strategies are just getting out there for everybody to use now. I'm not too happy about this.
Now Pete can pick on the slow cars now. Yep.
Let's shout out a couple more roster positions here in Comp Eliminator. Division 1, Joe Carnacial.
Mm-hmm.
Division 2, West Leopold.
Yep.
Who was from the Northeast up here. Scott Chamness, Division 3. Chase Williams, Division 4.
Yep.
Chase Williams, any relation to Austin Williams or?
No, not at all. Not at all. Except for the winner's circle. That's why they meet.
I need to change my last name. Jim Greenheck is Division. What division am I in now? 5.
Division 5. Mr. C-Tech.
C-Tech. Okay.
Yep. That's Mr. C-Tech Manufacturing.
Ryan Warder, Division 6.
He wanted. Ryan was. They've made the trip before, but I believe, and Ryan was trying to see if he was going to get a ride down here, maybe a fly and drive ride. Haven't talked to him recently, so not sure if he's going to make the trip or not. But really beautiful car.
Nice. All right, and then Division 7, Ryan Pretty,
world champ. Ryan
world
Pretty.
champ. Pretty.
Yep.
P-R-I-D-D-Y, not pretty. The car probably is though. And then David Eaton is the blocker.
David Eaton is the blocker. He actually won the All Stars last year, and he won the points total this year, in Division 2. So he's raring to go. He's ready. Really good car. They built it themselves, and I want to say he's got an old gray Pro Stock power plant.
Ooh. All right. So.
Yep.
Comp Eliminator. Bruno's not on there.
Bruno's not on there. Bruno didn't run much divisionals last year, and I think he claimed Division 7 this year, so it kind of split his total from last year and this year. So, yep, he's chasing the world. He's trying to chase the world.
Yeah, he's doing a good job doing it.
Yeah, sitting number 1 right now. So hopefully we can get over that hump.
All right. And you, if anybody doesn't know, Walt is one of Bruno's trusted crew guys, crew chief, crew member.
Yeah, I help him when I can, and whenever he needs it, we kind of fly in and give him a hand, and we do a lot of talking and strategizing over the phone. So we talk pretty much all the time.
He's a cool dude too, and I like his personality, He's very colorful.
And unfortunately, we shut down English Town. So, or was it Echo? Echo. That's where it was. Echo. Yep.
He had such a poor experience there. That's a shame.
Yeah.
All right. Super Comp roster. Division 1's Dave Long. Division 2, Sherman Adcock, big name right there.
On fire this year. On fire. He's crazy.
He's representing Super Gas also, Division 2. He gets the double enter the JEGS All Stars. That's pretty amazing.
Yep.
Derek Denny's Division 3, Mark Powers, Division 4.
Yep.
Chris Bishop, Division 5, Marion Hurst, Division 6, Tanner Theobald, Division 7, and Devin Eisenhower is the blocker, and he's out of Division 4.
So. Yep. Tanner Theobald, that's that name, that racing family, and Eisenhower. Them guys are really good racers, and of course they're going to bring extra cars, so they're going to make the Eliminator even more interesting. Not just the All Stars.
I bet. All right, so I don't know much about those drivers. I know Sherman Adcock's name. I know David Long's name. I know Tanner Theobald's name. I don't really know much else there, so I'm going to go with Sherman Adcock is my pick, and David Long is my second pick. All right.
I may go with Derek Denny. The last race in Division 3, Bowling Green, I want to say, he came in tied for the All Star, or was he tied or he was a point behind? And he had to go deep, and he with the pressure on, he went ahead and knocked it out. So I think I'll go with Derek Denny.
Wow. All right. Ryan McClanahan versus Trey Vetter in the Superstock final here. There you go. He's adding to that win percentage. I told you it was 77.78. Throw that out the window because it's probably going to be about 80.
And who did Trey Vetter beat in the semis? Troy Owenowski.
Oh, man.
Yep. Troy broke out 006.
Wow. So Troy made it to the semifinal in that 283. Nice.
Yep.
Eisenhower is very good. Corey Harrison.
Yes, he is.
Corey Harrison's got a YouTube channel, Oil Pan Nation, I believe it's called.
Yep. Very good channel.
Everybody subscribe to that. He posts full rounds of stock and super stock up. Darren Grossi versus Bob Gullett for the stock final. Gullett's got a stick shift Nova, and Darren Grossi's just got a really awesome Mopar 346 pack.
Yep, A stock against F stick.
Nice. Wow. All right, so that'll be interesting. Corey Harrison. Yep, Oil Pan Nation. Everybody subscribe to that. Comp, we didn't make any picks. I'm going to go with Wes Leopold just because I've been seeing his name since I was a little kid, and I guess I'll go with him.
I think I'll go with Ryan Pretty because I don't think he's just gonna let it all hang out. He's just gonna let it. I mean, and that's the race you can do that, but yeah, I think Ryan Pretty.
No permanent hits there, and then I'll go with Chase Williams as my backup because he won the $100,000 race or whatever that was out in Indy, the Roof Tech Dash for Cash.
Well, Don Thomas actually won the Dash for Cash thing, but Chase won Indy.
Oh, Chase won the U.S. Nationals. Okay,
yep,
I got you.
He won Indy. Yep.
Well, that's a feat in and of
that's
itself.
Even better, you would think. Yeah, that's even better, you would think. Yep.
All right, Super Gas. We got Rich Price, Division 1, friend of mine.
Yep.
Sherman Adcock, Division 2. Bob Locke, Division 3. Austin Williams, Division 4. Oof. Roger Sauter, Division 5. Michael, don't know how to say it. Dalrymple. Okay. Yep. Mike Wilbershauser. Okay. Yep. And Rusty Cook. Thank you, Rusty Cook. That's an easy one. So that's a good one. I mean, I think I'll go with Austin Williams as my pick there, just because that kid is so freaking solid in whatever he drives.
Yep. I think I like Sherman Adcock and Austin Williams to be in the finals, and I can just flip a coin, and it might land on its side. I don't know.
And then obviously I gotta root for Rich Price because we're flying down on the same plane to Dallas. We're all on the same flight out of Philadelphia down to DFW, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, three more categories. Super Street, Jay Neville, Division 1, Doug Ramsey, Division 2, Phil Smita, Division 3, Reagan Wilson, Division 4, Donnie Dernberger, Division 5, Joshua Dalrymple, Division 6. So father, son, brothers, I don't know.
That I don't know.
Art Hoover, Division 7, and John Dexter is the blocker, and he's out of Division 7.
Yep.
Super Street, to me, Phil Smita.
Phil Smita would be my guy. He's aggressive on the tree and he likes to party. He might be going 1070. Mm-hmm. He likes to party.
Wow.
Yeah, Phil Smita. I think I'll go with him.
All right.
Yep.
Top dragster, Al Kenny, Division 1, Clint Riley, Division 2, Al Peevler, Division 3, Rusty Baxter, Division 4, Matthew Kreft, Division 5, Clint Geis, Division 6, John Richardson, Division 7, and the blocker is Brandon Miller, and he's out of Division 1.
Now, of course, in our stock superstock, we don't know a lot about these. John Chetwood is entered out of Division 6. So I don't know if he's going to come and represent or what. Division 6 is a little bit of mystery. But I think I would go with, I think I like Rusty Baxter. I think Rusty Baxter and J.R. Baxter, I know I'm a little biased. I get to see them race all the time. And they're a formidable team, and they'll have a pretty good game plan for it. I like Rusty Baxter there.
All right. I'm going to go with Al Kenny. I mean, touring pro,
Yep.
races all the time, and I think he's won this. I think
He's got a little bit of JEGS backing.
Yeah. So I'll go with him, and his car is always super, super fast. He might, I don't know for sure, but he might be one of the fastest cars there, chasing everybody down. So he's my guy.
Yep.
Top Sportsman. Here we go. Brandon Miller. So Brandon Miller's going to be double entered here, looks like.
Yep. Double entered, and he's a pro stock driver.
Oof. All right. Brandon Miller, Division 1, Jackie Bennett, Division 2, Curtis Frederick, Division 3, Lance Abbott, Division 4, Alan Firestone, Division 5, Robert Strom, Division 6, Dean Hall, Division 7, and we think Ron Regal is going to be the blocker out of Division 1. So,
oh, really? So Fortuna's not coming? Okay.
Fortuna is not coming, thanks to Robert Keister. He gave me that information. I really don't know too many. Fortuna was the only one I really knew, and Brandon Miller, but I don't really know too many Top Sportsman drivers. So I'll go with Brandon Miller here. He's double entered. I think he's going to win in something. He's going to get twice as many hits down the track.
He's going to get a lot of laps. Lance Albert is from Division 4. He's a defending world champion in a little red truck. I think I like Alan Firestone here. He's got a fast car. He's got a lot of really good equipment and a lot of help. So
he's got the last name too.
Yeah.
Oh, I had the wrong Grossi. Darren's got the 426 Max Wedge, just the old Eric Bartikov car. And so Darren's got the silver Max Wedge, and Santee has the pink 346.
Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful car. Yeah.
All right. That's the car that was on my Instagram page today, doing a huge wheelie out there in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Walt, we've been going for an hour and 8 minutes already.
Has it been that? Yeah. A lot of all-star stuff. So I know your heart of heart, Division 1 is going to win it, right? And you know, Division 4, South Central is who I'm rooting for. Who do you have? Who has the best team?
The best team? I mean, I mean, Division 2's got Sherman Adcock and Sherman Adcock.
They do.
That's a tough one, you know?
Yeah, they really do.
Division 4's got Jeff Lopez, Chase Williams, Austin Williams. That's a tough call too.
And it's at home.
It's at home. Ooh, I'm gonna go with. I think I gotta go with your team there, Walt. I gotta go with your team.
My heart says Division 4. I kind of like Division 3. To outpoint, I'll be rooting and I'll have a little insight on Division 4 and what they're doing, so guys don't kill me. But I kind of like Division 3, where they got Jeremy Duncan and Brent Derrick and Derek Denny, Bob Locke, defending world champion Phil Smider, Al Peevler, who's had a great year, the Scott Chambliss and Kurt. I think Division 3 is coming. They have a stacked team this year.
All right, so Walt, what are we putting on this between you and me here? What should we bet here?
Well, I'm not betting against Division 4.
All right,
that's a conflict. of interest.
You're going Division 4, okay?
That's a conflict of interest. I can't ever bet against Division 4.
All right, so then you're going Division 4, but you're thinking Division 3. So
right.
I mean, I'm thinking. All right, so you assign me Division 3. You get Division 4. What does the winner get? What does the loser have to do?
I don't know. What are we thinking?
Maybe somebody out there can think of something for us.
Yeah, we might have to figure that out. I probably owe you a loopy tortilla dinner.
I mean, that sounds amazing to me. I mean, we're definitely doing that when we get there.
Yeah,
Well, for anybody that doesn't know, you're racing in this event. Tell everybody what class, category, and everything you're doing.
I'm racing a super stock GTL automatic with a little 305 87 Camaro, and we're gonna try to stay out of all of these heavy hitters' way, and maybe they won't notice us. And
Your car is
the
very
other-
noticeable. That used to be Mark Pettit-Demange's car.
yeah, yep. It was, but it stayed a lot of time in Division One, so all the rest of these guys hadn't seen it much except for on the internet a little bit. So I'll just try to stay out the way and pretend I'm not there. Y'all just worry about everybody else. You can be 100 against me, and
Walt,
we'll have some fun.
Walt's just there to have fun. Walt cuts
That's it.
75 lights. He doesn't really know what he's doing. He's trying to learn how to drive the car. So
Yeah, it's
120 on the tree, and you're fine against Walt. Okay.
Yep, dial it hard and be 120.
All right.
It'll work out well for you. You'll
You
get
think you're going
plenty
to go
of
1050?
margaritas.
Put a 1040 on it just to be safe.
Yep.
What class was
Yep.
Santi Grossi in? Pete Lanciers, can you tell us what class Santi was in out there? Crabs. That sounds even better. No, well, not down there. Maybe if we were in New England, I'd take you out for that. But
Or in New Orleans.
down there, we're going to Lupe Tortilla. No, he's not, Walt. No, he's not. Don't worry.
No. You're speaking of yourself. You're speaking in third person, Walt.
Yeah, well.
You're speaking in third person.
All right, so we're going to be set up. So Alicia Anderson and I will be down there. Walt, are you stacking in line anytime soon? How's this working out?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the rig out there probably Sunday, but who knows where they're gonna park us? The All Stars get preferential. They got a paved parking, which is great. They giving them, and they actually have a pass where they get in and they go straight to their parking spots, and they're treating them like kings, which is awesome. Right. It's incentive for us to chase the All Stars, and so I don't know where we're gonna be parked. We're Lupe Tortilla is doing a little something with them, and so those guys are going to probably have some good parking also. So we may set up the drag inside stuff by them, probably, hopefully a high traffic area. So
yeah, definitely. Walt, you actually just reminded me. I need 3 crew passes and a parking pass. So
not a problem.
Let me know if you can work on that for me and who I got to pay. All right.
Yeah, we'll work it out. Find
somebody that's running multiple cars. How about the Emmons? Yeah. They usually show up with 15 cars, right? What are they going to do with 15 parking passes?
Minimum.
Any Emmons brothers out there watching this right now?
Yeah, you beat one, and it's like, I thought there was no buybacks. It's another one with another 69 Camaro.
Oh, you got past Jerry? Okay, you got Will.
Yeah. Now you got Gary. Now you got Terry. Oh, and Speedy's waiting at the top of the mountain for you. Yep.
And this has got to be one of their homes too. So I wouldn't want to mess with them down here. And there's just, you look at these lists, and you know what? When they're used to take 100 and something cars at these events, you might pair up against somebody that doesn't race a whole lot, that isn't on top of their game. But when they're only taking 50 cars at these events, man, people had to have grade points to get in here. People had to be racing a lot to get in here. Yeah, there aren't too many ducks, if any.
Yeah, and if out of your 58 are All Stars, so they're great, and then you add in certain divisions or certain geographical areas, you have some good racers and or more good racers, as say. So they just come in, and it's going to be whoever wins on Sunday is going to really earn it also.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's exciting. I can't wait to get there. Walt, hope you get a good parking spot. Can't wait to see the Lupe Tortilla team there. Just a reminder for everybody, again, if you're in stock and or super stock, make sure you get the Drag Insights decals. You don't want to miss out on free money, right? There is such a thing at the races when you have a Drag Insights decal on your card. If you haven't signed up yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. So at draginsights.com or just go to draginsights.com and sign up. Free. All you need is an email address.
If you hadn't signed up, let's do it now, Bobby. What's Alicia's email? We need to email Alicia. We need to do something with the All Stars. We need to do it now.
What can we do here? Predictions?
Predictions. So if you're listening to this and you're in the comment or listening to it area, let's say by midnight, Wednesday of the race. Well, let's give them a chance to qualify. How about that?
Okay, because they're not going to race until Saturday, right?
They're not going to race until Saturday.
All right.
So let's say midnight, Friday night before the All Stars kick off. Email Alicia at what is it? Alicia. Well, I don't know. Bobby knows this.
Alicia at dragonsites.com.
Okay, yeah, I don't know the email address. I'm sorry, I don't know the email address. If you get from comp, super stock, super comp, super gas, super street, top dragster, and top sportsman, if you can get all the winners correct, let's give them a year of Dragon.
All right, absolutely. I can talk Alicia into that. She's probably listening right now.
let's just all of them correct. All the winners correct in all the categories, minus the top alcohol and top alcohol classes. But everything down, if you get every one of them correct, the first person that emails Alicia gets a year.
All right. There you go.
How about that?
First person well, if there's a tie, that'll be the tiebreaker, whoever did it.
Yeah, because it'll all be time-stamped. And, if you just want to take a shot at it, let's just give them, if nobody wins, let's raffle off a month.
Yeah, we can do that too.
Raffle off a month, maybe February, or I don't know how it all will work because we're about to end the racing season.
Well, we'll have to think about that. We'll raffle it off. We can do it way before then.
Raffle it off, and
when you want that membership to start, you can pick when it starts.
That works. Yeah, that works. So when your racing season starts, you can get a free month if you win the raffle.
All right. So
and
there
you
go.
Hooked.
Premium member.
You'll be hooked.
And once you're a premium member, you are eligible for contingency. So even if you won your premium membership, now you're eligible for even more if you're running the stickers on the car.
Yep.
Right? See that?
Yep.
Alicia, I'm just giving your money away.
No, that'll make it fun. And one, I promise you, if you're not a Drag Insights member and you get the premium membership, if you use it correctly, and you can reach out to Bobby, you can reach out to me if you don't know exactly what you're looking at or how to use it. And hey, message me if you're at a race and say, hey, look, I'm looking at this. Is it what I think, or what do you think? And we'll help you out.
Absolutely. I hate giving away all these strategies, but it's just such a great tool,
It sucks. I got friends that teach schools. I'm friends with Scotty Richardson and Luke Bogacki. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Y'all telling everybody how to race. I used to get paid for this, and y'all just giving it away.
Right.
But yeah, it helps your understanding.
Well, Walt.
Yep.
It's been fun, dude.
This was fun. Mine is empty. I just didn't want to leave and refill, but
all right, mine's toward the end. Stickles accusing me of O'Doul's. How dare you?
Yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed it. I hope the people watching enjoyed it.
I think they did. And let's see, is Bakersfield finished? Did somebody win yet?
Let's see. I was kind of keeping it. No, I guess they cooling them and fueling them right now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're running alcohol cars, looks like right now. So
I guess 620 is still a little light out there, right?
Yeah, it's probably pretty. I was just looking at the live time in here, but yep.
Tom.
I like it.
Tom, they said Santee was running E-Stock automatic out there. Zach Trago, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you guys for what you all are doing. Thanks for tuning in, Walt Gamble. We appreciate it. We know this is Friday night. It's not Tuesday. There's racing going
Yep.
on. There's probably baseball going on. There's probably a lot of things going on right now, and you guys chose to hang out with us, and we appreciate that.
Send those emails in because I don't want to be the only one to email Alicia and I win everything.
You don't want to give Walt anything else.
I guess I'm not eligible, but hey.
So we'll post a comment here. Send your picks in for all the major, well, not the major. How many categories are we talking here now? Stock, super stock, comp, super comp,
Looks like 8.
super gas, super street, top dragster, top sportsman. All right.
Yep.
Send your picks in for a free, a chance at a free premium membership. There
And I'm
you
sure
go.
you can post it on Facebook there and get it. We'll get it out there, I guess. And try to get some activity.
All right, get it in, get your sign up, and get going. Walt, it's been real, dude. I will see you in Texas. Safe travels down there.
Yep.
And
less than a week, sir.
We'll hang out, and we're going to Lupe Tortilla at least one night. Pick a night, will you?
Yeah, we'll figure out a night. I got to see what time I can get off work and get there Wednesday night. But like I said, the rig will be there, and yeah, we'll pick a night. We'll sneak off and get us some good Mexican food.
All right, buddy. Well, you take care, man. Thanks for.
All right, buddy.
On.
All right, see you.
All right, we'll see you.